Hello, everyone. This is Tina from Tina's Workshop, and today is Friday, April 18th, and this is episode 57 of my weekly podcast slash vlog slash update slash so you can see all the things that I'm doing behind the scenes. And it is currently 65 degrees outside. It does not actually feel that cool. I was just outside. It's a nice sunny day, but the last couple days has been kind of cool. So it's nice that it's a little bit warmer. I like the warm weather. Let's see. Jumping into finished objects. I actually just finished one last night. Well, 98% finished one last night. I still need to block it, and I need to put the little patch on it after I block it, after I block it, but I'm waiting for it to come in the mail. But I finished the Lake Tahoe beanie by Nancy Bates. So that is all done, and it looks so darn dinky when I was working on it. I mean, right here, that like makes me think of those little things that go over your golf clubs. But it does stretch out really nicely, and once it's blocked, it'll be out a little bit more. And this was the yarn I actually ordered straight from Nancy Bates, and there's still a decent amount left. I still have all that in there. So I don't know if it's enough to actually do another beanie, but there's a decent amount. So I don't know. It is one that I wanted to eventually do for myself. So at some point I might do that. The trees. I love the trees. So the trees were knit and purled. So I love the texture you got on the trees. And I don't know what else to say about it. I'm really pleased with how it came out. So I'm excited to see it when it's blocked, because then you get some of the little puckering and stuff. It'll smooth out. So that's done. That is actually going to a friend of mine. She had asked for it, and she's weaving me something. So I'm excited to see what I end up with from her. I think that is like a really fun way to do things. I trade from time to time, especially if my husband's woodworking. I'll be like, oh, sure. How about we'll trade, and I get some fleece from you and you get this. Yeah, because there's such worth in what we do. And it's just the monetary amount. I mean, we cannot get paid enough for what we do, with the amount of time that's involved, the money that goes into what we make, and honestly, the expertise that we have to be able to do what we do. So I think being able to trade something for something is a great way to do it. And I need to silence my phone because I just heard it click, and it would be my luck, it'll start ringing. So turn that off. Okay. So anyway, next finished object. I finished my Bayshore Bandana Cowl by Dulaney. I was so excited when I finished it. So I did that Meridian Jacobs I was telling you about. And her two patterns for that day were these two different cowls, one of which was the Bayshore Bandana Cowl. So I was trying to finish it for that. Well, I actually finished it there that day and then cast on my next one. So it is done, and it is so soft and luscious. And to me, it looks like a field of tulips, which is awesome because I love tulips. They're my favorite flower. And I did one thing wrong that I noticed later, and I can't bring myself to actually fix it. So this area right here was supposed to get attached, not to this one where the green is, but it was supposed to get attached up here, if that makes sense. So instead of being attached here, it was supposed to be attached here. So this would be turned this way, and it was supposed to make it hang better. But I put it on the wrong spot. But I liked how it felt. I liked how it hung and everything. So I just can't bring myself to actually fix that. I feel like, I'm not sure, but I feel like it would make this space a little bit smaller. And I kind of like it where it's at. I like how it looks. And I'm not normally one for wearing this kind of thing, but it was pretty warm the other day out there, and I had it on for a little while, and it's alpaca, so it's very nice and warm. And I had it on for a little while, and it was actually really quite comfortable, and I did not get overly hot, but of course, you know, this area is warm, that's what it's for, but it did not make me overly hot. So I really like it. I'm very happy with it. So that is done, and I do not know if I will end up doing another Tunisian crochet item or not. Was not my favorite thing, but once I got going, there was a flow, and you know, it worked up nicely. It was just getting to that point and that repetitiveness, just like with any craft. Oh, one thing that I said I would not show you again, and I actually am going to show you again because it's sitting right here. The baby blanket, the 49er baby blanket. I got the emblem and name put on it. And since it's still here, I figured I'd show you. So the baby's name is Isabella. And, oh, wrong way. And then there's the 49er emblem that I made. My son likes it, so I guess that's all I needed, right? Was him to like it? It's done. He just needs to deliver it now. It's out of my hands now. Other finished objects. If you watched my video that went up for you yesterday, then you will have seen the needle felting things I did. One was a Paradise Fiber monthly club. The other one was a Bear Creek felting kit. I am now affiliated with Paradise Fibers, so that's really awesome. That just means that if you use my affiliate link to buy something, then I get a little percentage back. But I have learned recently that, like, if you click on an affiliate link and then you go on to the website and you have like honey or something that pops up and says, oh, let me find you coupon codes, and you click on that, it will take you out of the affiliate link, and that person no longer gets the credit for that sale. Honey gets the credit for that sale. So just so you know, if you really want to support somebody in their affiliate link, and so often, I don't know if you've noticed, but so often anymore, all those codes, you end up getting nothing, but then they still end up getting the credit for that sale. Anyway, small little rant. Something I heard about recently, and I just thought it was unfair to all those people. So I actually deleted honey off of my computer. I did a little coaster, and it is so funny looking. He's supposed to be a hedgehog, and it kind of looks like a puppy, I guess, there that a child drew. And taillights, I don't know. It did not come out that good, but I did it. And then I moved on to the Bear Creek felting one, and I did this cute little bunny, and I think he is absolutely adorable. Look at his little white tail. I think he came out super cute. I'm so proud of him. So if you'd like to see more about how I did these, then check out that video from yesterday. So moving on to works in progress, I actually have 2 this week. I still have some that are sitting on the sidelines that are ready to be cast on, and I do still have some that I've started that I do need to get back to. The all-in-one flower power blanket. I've worked on that a tiny bit, but again, that's just one to pick up when I just need something, basic to do. I need to do work on that Batade by Stephen West. I really like that, but the pickup, it's kind of confusing, and I just haven't decided. I was in the mental space to sit and try and figure it out because I think I need to rip a bunch out. The convertible four-way wrap. Words. Convertible four-way wrap. That's a Caron pattern. It's super easy and basic, but it's also like fall colors, which I guess my colors are always fall, so I don't know what I'm saying about it being fall colors, but I need to work. I should stick that one like in the car so that if I don't have something, I could work on it. And I still need to finish carding all that yellow fleece so I can get on with the rest. Ow, what is with me today? That hurt. Oh, I need to finish that series I was doing. I need to spin it and knit it. But anyway, so the projects that I am actually working on this week is, this one's down at the floor. In the bag that my friend Diane made is, I moved because this bag that I made was getting too small. So this one still has little bits in it. They keep it separated from the bigger bits. But this is my Cozy Memories by Shelley DuPont of Polka Dot Creek. And I've done a few squares, so I've been picking it back up. I'm like, I've got all these yarns that need to get worked into it now, so I need to start doing it again. And it's a fun one to do. So the last time I showed it to you, this was my starting one, and I had done all these squares to this one. And so I've now done that square. And I decided to start in a second row and work. I did that square. And I'm just starting. You can see where the needle is. It's like the pickup row and one row, I think, of the next square, which is in the speckled concrete. So this was the one I did my son's Musselboro hat in. And this one was, I think this was from the fall socks that I did. So it's starting to get a little bit of love again. This one sits near my bed. So I try to pick it up and, if I get a chance, do a couple rows at night, at least. If I get a whole square done, bonus, but at least a couple rows. So my other project, I waited till last because it's also partially acquisition. It's in a bag made by me, a little farm. And I thought this was perfect because when we went to Meridian Jacobs, I bought this yarn that was from her sheep. And it is really, really nice. I wasn't sure, just feeling it like this, how much I would like it, because it's not a super soft feeling yarn like your merinos and stuff, but it's also not a scratchy yarn. And this is natural color, and this one has been dyed with madder. So here's the ball bands. And so I started working the pattern. And I am so in love with not only the pattern. This is another pattern by Dulaney. It is called which it should have been up already, on that side. It is the Dappled Light Bandana Cowl. And this is a brand new pattern that she just had come out. I mean, brand new. I think it actually came out on Ravelry yesterday, I want to say. But we got it early, and this is where I'm at so far. And I love the way the colors are popping. I love this, like the give on it and the texture. Look at the texture on this and the feel of it with this Jacob yarn. Oh my gosh. It's like it is not itchy. It feels so cozy. It's kind of like if you like the feel of things made with cotton yarn, it kind of makes me think of that a little bit, but it's different. It's just, I don't know. I really, really like this. I'm super excited about this one, and I want to sit and work on it. And I was trying to finish the Tahoe one, and I just wanted to work on this one. And I was like, no, I need to get the other one done. So last night I just worked on the Tahoe until I had it done. So this one's getting picked up again today, and I'm excited to finish this one. And I love this border she has on this. Here's a close-up of the border, and it just looks so pretty on this. So I'm super excited to work on this and finish this, and I love the yarn. And I thought, okay, we went to a farm, so hence the farm bag. And this is like the greatest memory for that day of not only the pattern, but the yarn that was from the sheep there. And I was going to share a bunch of pictures in this video. I might pop up one or two while I'm talking here, so you might have already seen them. But I've decided to actually hold off on all my pictures, and I wasn't going to do a video, but now I think I'm going to. And that's mostly because of my other acquisitions from that day. So I'll set this down and I'll show you what else I got. Show you this one first. This is not like part of the video, but it was so cute. I had to have it. This cute little book called Spinning Tales. And I swear, everybody I asked, oh, do you know the story, The Elves and the Shoemaker? I can't believe how many, I expected when my kids said, oh, I don't know. But when I'm asking people my age and they don't know, I'm really shocked. So if you know the story, Elves and the Shoemaker, leave a comment below, because I'd like to know if I'm the only crazy person that actually knows that child's story. But this is similar to The Elves and the Shoemaker, except instead of him making shoes and having elves help him make shoes, he is processing fleece, and mice help him spin the yarn. So super, super cute book. They also had a weaving one, and I saw this one and I just thought it was really cute, especially like if I were to do something, with kids like I do, that it would be a good book to be able to share with them, which I did do that spinning with the kids last week, and it went really, really good. The kids were so into it. I had small groups, and they came in, they sat down, they were just really into it, and some of them actually knew what a spinning wheel was already, and it was amazing. It was one of my best experiences with children. But anyway, so I picked this up. Someday maybe I can read it to my own grandkids, Okay, so while I was at Meridian Jacobs, the owner, Robin, she has a little store, which is where I bought the yarn. And I also bought some of her Jacob Gray, and there's her little emblem. And when I first saw that, I thought, like most people, that it was a bunny rabbit until somebody said it was the goat. And then I see it, because the Jacobs have the 4 horns. Hopefully I've already popped up a picture, or it'll go here with their 4 horns. And that's what the picture's of. So anyway, I bought this. It's 2 ounces of Jacob fleece that is already processed and carded and ready to be spun. So I picked that up because I also want to do that breed study with the different breeds. And this is a breed I did not yet have. So I thought, okay, that would be great. I want to do that, and picked that up. Well, later on, we went out to the barn, and she showed us some different fleeces and stuff. Well, one of the fleeces she showed us, it wasn't a giant fleece. It's a beautiful fleece, but it's a short staple length. And she said she has to have at least 3 inches to go to the mills. And the sheep that this one had come off of, I think is like a year old, and it had gotten mastitis last year. And because of that, its fleece is not growing as long as the rest of them. So it's a gorgeous fleece, but for her, it's not usable in the sense of processing it. So I bought it and I got it at a discounted price. The sheep's name is Quark. So if you ever see that in bags and you didn't know that, the names in there is always the name of the sheep. And it's a beautiful, beautiful fleece. So it's completely a raw fleece. So opening that, I smell sheep. So I still need to wash it, scour it and everything. But now this will be totally white. All that dirt will come out. But look at the crimp in that. And it's really soft. There's hardly any VM. I mean, there's a little bit. Vegetable matter if you don't know. But hardly any. Here's some of the black in it. So it's pretty much a two-colored fleece. It's black and white. I don't think there was really any brown, but it's a really, really nice fleece. So I want to do, so this is all of it. I'll tie it up in a minute. So I'd like to do a video actually and work on that, and then share the different pictures from that day and wash that up and card it and spin it. I'm going to separate the two colors, and what I'm trying to decide, so if you have ideas, you can put them in the comments below, and then maybe that's what I will do. I'm trying to decide if I want to separate the two colors, spin the two singles, and bring those two together to create a marled, which, you know, is like what I did here. So this yellow and brown, I actually took that brown and the yellow and had done that and made the two and then brought them together. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do that with the black and the white, or if I want to spin two separate yarns, a black one and a white one, and use them that way. Or I could even, I don't know, I could spin a 4-ply or something. I haven't done a 4-ply before, but I was watching a video the other day, and now I'm like, who was it? Jillian Eve did a video on 4-ply the other day, and now I really want to try a 4-ply. So I don't know, that could be something I do too. So I'm trying to decide. I don't know what project I want to do yet either with the finished yarn. So that'll be the other thing. So I need to wash it. That part's all basic, getting it all clean, and then figuring out exactly how I want to spin it. And then what I want to do with it afterwards. Yeah, so if you have ideas, pop it in the comments below. Let's see, last week I also talked about, I had asked for comments on trying to get the musty smell out of some fleece locks I had. I only had one response, but I did try the vinegar. I think the vinegar has worked. There is a bit of the vinegar smell, but that will end up dissipating. So I did it on just a small portion, and now I actually right now have the rest of it out drying in the sun. So hopefully it works on all of it, because I've got a bunch of it. It's such a shame to have to toss it out, and I don't want to toss it out. Okay, let's see. What else do I have on here? Okay. I only have one other thing. One more acquisition. So I don't know if you noticed my shirt today. I'm sure you've seen it before. Easily distracted by spinning wheels. That is totally me. I had, what did I say, 17 wheels, I think? Yeah, I now have 18. I went on a little jaunt the other day, which may end up becoming another video too. And this was the picture off of Marketplace. And it's a flax wheel. And look at all the flax that was on it too. So I have actually taken the flax off. I put the flax in a bag. I'm not positive whether it's usable or not. It's been sitting like that for a very long time. If anybody knows more about flax, let me know what you think. So I pulled it all off, stuck it into a bag, and I saved this piece that's right there. It was kind of neat. The piece that was on the top was just a basic piece of cardboard, and then the ribbons. So I took that off, gave it like a once over and everything, and it looks like it's actually in really good shape. There's one little pin that's on the holds the wheel on there that's missing, which is not detrimental, but it's also something my husband can make me easily. The piece that goes from your treadle up to your wheel, so that way the treadle makes the wheel move, that piece is missing. Another easy piece to make. Everything else is there. The bobbin on it has cracks in it. It looks like it's just gotten really dry and cracked, but I would want my husband to make more bobbins anyway, so I would have more than one. So again, easily fixable. The distaff underneath the flax is not as pretty as the rest of the wheel. It looks like it was wormwood at one point. The whole thing's been painted. I don't know when this was painted. I mean, this looks very similar to that other wheel I had recently got that's about 100 years old. And this being a flax wheel, it is an older wheel. The woman said it had belonged to her mom, but it was just used for decoration. But I think it can definitely end up being a usable wheel. And I only paid $25 for it, so how could I pass that up? I mean, come on. $25. So yeah, I have a new wheel because I'm easily distracted by spinning wheels. And I've been really good not getting on Marketplace, not looking for that kind of stuff. For some reason, I clicked it on the other day. I started looking and I start scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And I landed on it and I was like, yeah, I think I need that. So I got it. But otherwise, I think that's about it. I don't really have much to say with my husband's stuff. He was working on I forget what it's called. It's a piece for his table saw. Him and the neighbor have been working on it. I want to say he called it a shed, but I don't know if that's right. But they were working on it most of the week, and I think he had worked on a bowl, but I never saw it because he ended up giving it to the neighbor. So, yeah, and life stuff, not a whole lot. We did unfortunately have to put one of our dogs down yesterday. You may have seen her pop up a time or two. She was my little black one, and she just got really bad here lately, and it was time. It was very sad. It was time. We had 6 of us all pile into the vet's office. But such is life, right? I still have my other 2 here and my little kitty, so still got lots of love in here. Still have lots of love anyway. But my hubby's birthday's tomorrow, so I told you about my birthday on the 9th. His is the 19th. So his birthday's tomorrow and then Easter. So I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, amazing Easter, and amazing next week. And we'll see y'all again soon. Bye.